Welcome back to MoAre5, and sorry to start a video like this, but I'm so pissed right now. I've casted 3 sets, and my damn scene switcher did not work, and I didn't even realize until after I had cast all of this. So right now, despite that the players, CL and DraCoNT, I actually earned to have the games cast. I'm going very quick through those because I don't have the time to cast everything, and Sunday is the next set which I want to cast on Monday as soon as possible. So let's go into the games. You can see Burmese, Mayans, Aztecs, Italians banned. That means DraCoNT has Malay available, but the first game is between Incas and Britons, and you can see CL is on the way to Imperial Age. He's got full relics. DraCoNT for now has map control of the Longbowmen, but we know that Eagle Warriors may come in very soon. CL actually only researching Eagle Warrior when he's reaching Imperial Age. He could do that early on, but he didn't. You can see DraCoNT at third gold outside. He's got the main gold for protecting the castle here, and the second gold, extra gold and second gold safe in the back. So actually his map pretty decent at this point. We have CL's map, the stone forward, the main gold, or was that summer safe in the back, I think. Second gold outside, third gold outside, second stone outside. Actually the map really not looking too good. Eagle Warrior coming in, and DraCoNT is also on the way to Imperial Age. I'm gonna go quite fast through these games now. 99 speed is actually too fast to cast here. You can see the Eagle Warriors approaching, and you can see a castle coming up here from CL. The monks going down, and the Longbowmen for now going back. Long swordsmen on the way. So DraCoNT knows he needs to prepare standard infantry against the Eagle Warriors. And we have made advance from CL as well, so CL is also preparing the standard infantry. Thing is, I guess Longbowmen and champions will be better than Eagles and champions, so this cannot be the idea from CL, and we're going to see that he's going to switch a little bit in the attack in the army composition. First of all, the Trebuchet is hitting, of course, 200 swordsmen on the way. CL resources looking good, and we have long swordsmen and elite Eagle Warriors. DraCoNT staying with the Longbowmen, not elite yet. I think he's going for elite and for yeoman as well. 5+5 range for now. But the Eagle Warriors can't really approach. It's elite Eagle Warriors 4+4 defense. Korea is going to come in later on. And we do see that CL is taking a little bit of map control here, building a few castles. One on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. I think that's the 2 yes right now. He's got 4 relics, which is going to give him a lot of gold here. But DraCoNT still has the numbers at this point. We are going to see that that number advantage is going to change a little bit at least. And Korea is on the way. The elite Eagle Warriors trying to go around, trying to find a position. And suddenly there's elite cameos on the field. So CL switching a little bit and losing a lot of units. The Longbowmen not elite yet, but they're surviving. You can see DraCoNT suddenly big numbers advantage, but DraCoNT only 109 villagers against 129. The Trebuchet fight, not sure what that Trebuchet was doing actually. CL resources looking really good, a lot of gold in the bank. He's not producing right now, but he's got a double castle here and elite, actually more elite cameos with +6 pierce armor coming in to approach those Longbowmen. And the thing is, the Longbowmen should be able to take those down rather quickly, but once you mix in the elite Eagle Warriors, this can be interesting. DraCoNT still with the numbers advantage. Champions here. Longbowmen on the front. Elite Longbowmen is done. Yeoman is done. They are fully upgraded except for the defense upgrades. You can see a few more buildings coming up, but elite Kamyuks moving in and taking down all the champions. They should be better than the champions, I guess. 8+4 attack. The champions have more, but that one range is giving him a little bit of bonus. And 80 against 70 HP. Is the champion 70? Yes. It's also a little bit of an advantage, I guess. Seatram coming from CL, that's the most important upgrade here. And of course, Seatram can change the game. You can see how DraCoNT is going to play against this. He's got champions and elite Longbowmen, and I can tell you right now, sadly, he's not going into onages here, which he probably should do, but he can't really afford. Look at the resources from DraCoNT. They're really low. The elite Kamyuks move forward, and the siege rams now taking up all the arrow fire. The champions going down. Siege rams also taking down buildings, and like this, CL is changing the game here. The Longbowmen in between the barracks are standing good, and the numbers still looking good for DraCoNT, but the resources are not looking good for him. And while the KD is in favor of DraCoNT here, CL can just go for more and more units, and the Longbowmen getting towards their own walls here. Elite Kamyuks coming from the right hand side, siege rams, trebuchets, and a few elite Eagle Warriors now in the mix because the champions are almost gone. That's the most important factor here to get to the elite Longbowmen. You need to make sure that the infantry is gone. gone, the champions are gone, and then the Elite Eagle Warriors can actually do damage. This castle is about to go down. DraCoNT is repairing it, of course. There's a siege ram moving from the left hand side. The two trebuchets are on the post, and CL is gaining more and more advantage. DraCoNT right now still in the score lead, but not for long, because CL resources better. He can reinforce faster, and he's got a lot of castles, actually 4 castles to produce Elite Kameyuks. He's got a siege rams, he's putting them in. Castle is down, and Elite Kameyuks are taking care of those long men. DraCoNT actually calling GG in the first game. Game 2 is between Byzantines and Malay. DraCoNT, I think Malay is one of DraCoNT's favorite civilizations. CL is on the way to Imperial Age. DraCoNT went for Current Warriors, but still CL got all the 5 relics because he was a lot faster at cast stage actually. DraCoNT went quite late. This castle is going up, Cataphract production starting against the Karambits, and DraCoNT is actually producing, or was producing, a lot of those Karambit warriors. Yeah, they are still not going to Imperial Age yet. The thing is, Cataphracts, of course, eat Karambits pretty much. They should, at least, as far as I know. And Elite Cataphracts even better. Barracks coming up now, but CL is choosing the wrong unit. Man-at-Arms going for standard infantry is wrong, because DraCoNT is already on the plan. He's on the way to Imperial Age, and he's gonna switch into Elite Battle Elephants. That's what you're pretty much supposed to do here, because the Elite Battle Elephants are a lot stronger, and the Karambit Warriors, which would be dying to the Cataphracts and possibly even to Champions, they are still valuable. They can still do a lot of damage, but it's not gonna be Elite Karambits, it's gonna be Elite Battle Elephants. Second castle coming up just in case, and I guess DraCoNT might lose that first castle in front here, trying to get another trebuchet out. I think he should be able to get 1 out, not 2, but he's preparing Elite Battle Elephants, and he is gonna get a lot of them. I think he's also gonna get Heresy here, and he's gonna try to then fight the Cataphracts and the 200 swordsmen, a few converted Karambits. Of course, those Karambits gonna be helpful with scouting, because CL can just send them in, can see what's going on, he can see Karambits, but he can also see the stables, and there's the Battle Elephants here from DraCoNT. Quite a lot of them. CL reacting very good, going for the pikeman upgrade, should go for Halberdier as well. Heresy coming in from DraCoNT, which is very important. Of course, DraCoNT knows Battle Elephants can be countered by monks, so Heresy makes a lot of sense, and there's a few monks around. The champions, though, are not what you want to have against Elite Battle Elephants. The Karambit Warriors are actually decent against the champions, maybe not cost effective, but alright, and the Battle Elephants actually eating those champions alive. Not enough Halberdiers. The monks can't really do a lot because Heresy was done. This castle is not really helpful at this point in the game, and I'm not sure is it going up. There's a lot of Battle Elephants and Karambits. DraCoNT also taking the gold outside, of course, as long as he can. He's got mech control. Same is doing CL, but DraCoNT now with the castles moving forward. This castle is not going up. The Elite Battle Elephants moving in, the Karambits moving in, and just showing how good Malay is. Karambits only wouldn't do the trick, but DraCoNT doing the right thing. He knew how to play this, going for Elite Battle Elephants, and CL was not prepared for that. Otherwise, he would have maybe gone for heavy camels and halberdiers earlier. Like this, DraCoNT taking the second game. We're going into game 3. Game 3 is Turks against Spanish, and I wondered, what are you supposed to do with the Turks? What are you supposed to do with the Spanish? I guess Turks Janissaries, 1 TC, then a second castle, go up to Imperial relatively fast, so you can go with enough Janissaries and try to get some bombard cannons out. The Spanish, you probably could go with a maybe Monk Rush, Monks plus Conquistadors, Monk plus Siege, probably not good enough, or you can go for Knights in Castle Age, fast Imperial Age, and trying to defend into Imperial Age might be difficult, so I guess the Spanish should delay their Imperial Age a little bit. Now both players are up to Castle Age, the castles are up, Conquistadors on the way, and Janissaries on the way. Actually, monasteries are up. We are going to see micro battles in Castle Age, obviously, and we are going to see 1 TC from DraCoNT, so he's actually going with 2 mining camps here on the main gold. He's going to try and go up to Imperial Age relatively fast. He's still on stone. You can see the battles here. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's not going to be decided in mid-Castle Age, but the Conquistadors here are actually getting trapped. That's 5 Kongs against like 8 Janissaries, and all of the Kongs will die. Nice micro battle here. I'm not going to follow it too much. As you can see him going through the game really fast again. And we have Wheelbarrow on the way from DraCoNT, who has good resources. Going with the second castle in the middle of the map makes sense. Going far forward, may not be the best idea. And CL is going for Conquistador still, so he's trying to defend this. He's got a few monks here, relics 2 for CL, 3 for DraCoNT actually, and DraCoNT is on the way to him now. You can see Siege Workshop now coming up, and CL is not close to Imperial Age, I think, at this point in the game, where he's done the 4th TC. He needs to go for Knights, because now DraCoNT is up, and DraCoNT is going for double bombard cannons, got a lot of gold in the bank already, and going for more bombard cannons as well, is attacking the castle, of course. CL actually clicking up to Imperial Age 29 minutes into the game, not sure about that decision, and DraCoNT going forward now is going to try and do as much damage as possible. Castle and Siege Workshop going down, Monastery going down, this Watchtower is not going to do a lot here, obviously. And DraCoNT with 40 military units, that's a lot of Janissaries. He's moving forward. You can see Bloodlines and Shame-Barring Armor coming in. But CL only 1 military unit, that's 1 knight. And he just started the production too late, I think. Cavalier on the way. Maybe he should have gone for Castle Age Knights instead of Imperial Age and Cavalier, because right now DraCoNT is moving forward and taking down everything that is in his way. The 4-5 bombard cannons now doing a hell of a good job. Monks coming in maybe to try and convert or get the relics back home. Possible, and there's only 5 stables, actually 6 now, so CL is doing a few more stables. He needs them. The thing is, DraCoNT 50 military units in total. The Cavalier are gonna try and snipe a few of those Janissaries. There's a monk already to help the conversion here, a second monk as well, and DraCoNT sitting in the middle of CL's base where the main TC was before and just hitting everything. The market is gone. CL not too low on resources, but only 3 stables again, and he's not going to be able to get too many military units up. Thing is, DraCoNT going for monks now, doing Theocracy. He knows he needs to protect the bombard cannons. There is 2-3 remaining, so CL was able to pick up a few of them. Now the Cavalier are moving in against the Janissaries. The Janissaries just moving, and CL not going for the bombard cannons. That may be a mistake. CL losing all the Cavalier here. The Janissaries just too strong, too many of them, and CL calling GG. Very nice game from DraCoNT. Doing 1 TC, 24-minute click to Imperial Age, second castle, double Siege Workshop, and going forward. I guess CL needed the Castle Age defense rather than going up to Imperial Age, but I don't know, DraCoNT winning this game. Need to start this game a little bit earlier. We have the pick. We have Italians against Byzantines, DraCoNT against CL. Very important to see. Players are really close. DraCoNT does not know about this. He can actually see 5 deers. He could assume that CL is close. Maybe also saw the stone. But there is like 7-8 deer on one patch. DraCoNT is going to try and lure one of those deer in. He's not successful yet. I think he will be. DraCoNT's map, main gold forward, but the second gold, second stone, third gold, and an extra gold. Safe in the back, the main stone on the side here. Verdict's close, and CL's map really bad actually. Second and third gold outside, main gold forward, main stone forward, and the second stone forward outside. That means, and we expect this tower rush actually. With V, I mean the spectators, I think everybody thought, yeah, CL could go aggressive here, waiting for feudal age, going for a little bit of stone. And he's going to try and tower hop this, but did not go for the market here, which is a mistake. Guess he didn't know about this, so DraCoNT can actually house wall this. The tower will still go up, and DraCoNT will need to defend from a tower rush here. I'm going to go fast through this, because DraCoNT actually going to be able to house wall this. Tower coming up, the counter tower from CL immediately, and CL is also going to use villages to attack this tower. So over time, DraCoNT needs, and there we go, the second watchtower. CL actually not taking this watchtower down completely, not sure why. There is like 179 HP left, it's 51 now, but the tower eventually will go down. Tower on the right hand side, but DraCoNT also double towering now his main gold, and I think he should go for tower number 3 as well. DraCoNT on the way to Castle Age, and feeling rather confident, saying my only gold. Now the question is, what can DraCoNT do? He's gonna go for a Siege Workshop, obviously. I'm gonna try and get rid of those towers, and I guess like another 1 or 2 TCs. And we have CL, the Byzantines. What they're supposed to do now. What do Byzantines do good in arena? They are a good smash swift, and that's what CL is actually going to do here. He knows he needs to go aggressive, no sense to like boom or anything, doesn't make sense at all, and that means CL is going with Monasteries and Siege Workshop in the Castle Age. We'll see it now. There's the Siege Workshop coming up immediately. Of course there's Mangonels hitting those watchtowers, but with the Byzantines monks we're going to see Redemption and Sanctity coming in immediately. Double Monastery. Not sure if CL is going to pick up any of the relics, but he's going forward now. He's on stone still, that means he could go for forward castle. And DraCoNT now 60 villagers, 61 villagers, university is up, but he's not doing anything but those 2 mangonels. Now the monks are there, that means Guard upgrade even coming in. maybe not the worst idea. The thing is, 2 mangonels will be able to take down the guard tower, and there's the castle coming up. DraCoNT going for a quick counter guard tower, but it's not enough here. CL is going to lose a few of those villages, but it's not a doubt castle. And CL also on the way to Imperial Age. That means he can go for more monk tanks, could go for, I don't know, bomber cannons, cat rams, something like that. We were going to find out. And DraCoNT also on the way to Imperial Age, but doesn't have military units against 21. A lot of monks here, mangonels. Now the first trebuchet is coming out. Yeah, that's what we need. Actually, the monks have 12 range. Let's go a little bit slower. You can see that CL is already attacking everything inside his range. TC went down, guard tower is going down, and CL is going with the second castle. DraCoNT now going for barracks here and starting to create a few of those condotieros, but he's still lacking the numbers. And knowing that CL went for a lot of monks here, maybe he should have tagged in the light cav and castle age. Not sure about that. I think DraCoNT, after the games, talked about this one, stated what he thought about the game and why he lost it. I read it once, but I don't really remember. You can see the monks moving forward. The cataphracts are going to do a very good job against those condotieros, and there's going to be a lot of conversions. The castle went down from CL, but also DraCoNT's castle here went down, the trebuchets, and that means right now CL has a free pass into DraCoNT's base, 89 villagers, but not enough resources to get a lot of army out, and housed on 90 DraCoNT calling GG. Very nice tower rush plus smash plus fast Imperial Age into monks and siege. Very strong game from CL, and we're going to see game number 5, the deciding game here. And this game, Team Random, is a Burmese war, which is really interesting because the question arises, what are you doing? Monks? Iron Pie? Both? What's the strongest army combination? Is Battle Elephants an option in Imperial Age? But there is no heresy for Burmese. We can see that CL is going with triple monastery, was up faster, going for siege workshop here. And DraCoNT going for the Iron Buy, could go either way. CL of course starting to grab those relics, and he's going to try and go aggressive here. The outpost will be able to spot the castle, I guess. And Iron Buy now moving out, but a lot of monks here already, so DraCoNT has to go back. DraCoNT's map, okay, she's only going with 1 TC, which is surprising to me, but he needed to... He felt the need to defend, and light cav is actually not a worst idea against those monks. I think with the light cav first, DraCoNT should be able to move out, get rid of a lot of monks here. That's only 5 monks inside his base. There's the light cav moving in. Very strong here from DraCoNT. Not a good army positioning from CL. I think 2 of those Iron Buy went down, but DraCoNT also losing the TC to those 2 rams. He just didn't see it. He's going to find out later, or not so much later. Yeah, he could see it already. CL on the way to Imperial Age though, with the castle up now in front of the main goal, and DraCoNT is going to try to counter-attack now. He's going to go for petards, I think. Where's the petards coming up? There they are, and he's going to try and go in on the right-hand side. Now CL is already going for Iron Buy himself, and of course he's got the monk tags. This is actually open. There was a stone wall planned, but light cav moving in, Iron Buy moving in. The thing is, now CL is walling. That means all these units are trapped, and CL with 36 villagers, sending them to take gold and sending them to the castle for him to take stone. Doesn't have a wood income, doesn't have a food income right now. Actually not looking good for him, and DraCoNT also clicked up to Imperial Age now. But CL managing to trap that army, and he's going to get a few more conversions, try to get rid of the rest of the army, and DraCoNT losing everything here. Did he go for more Iron Buy? I guess not too many. Iron Buy production starting, and now he's tagging into Cav Archers, and I think that's a big mistake actually, because the Cav Archers won't do anything neither against the monks nor against the Iron Buy. Of course, CL is staying with the monks, 12 range, and staying with the Iron Buy, which is such a strong unit, and trebuchet is coming up. That means DraCoNT is going to lose this castle here, only 1 trap, and only 5 villagers repairing. DraCoNT lone resources, 56 villagers, but no castle up, and you need Iron Buy, and I think DraCoNT also needed the monks, which he didn't do. He needed more light cav maybe. The thing is, against a group of Iron Buy, the light cav won't really do too much. I think CL got the best army composition here. Doing monks and Iron Buy in a Burmese war seems to be the way to go. Elephants would be good if you had heresy, but it's not happening. Maybe pikemen, like mass pikemen or elite skirmishers actually against the Iron Buy should be decent as well, but like this Cav Archers, definitely a mistake here. And CL is moving forward, getting rid of the TC, getting rid of the military buildings. And as you can see, the military numbers looking very good from CL. DraCoNT losing a lot of units here and actually losing the game. DraCoNT also said after the game, AOC Zone recorded thread, that Burmese is a civ that he doesn't feel comfortable with, would favor CL among the Monk civs, and he didn't really know how to play this. With the counter-attack in Castle, it was actually good, but I think he maybe shouldn't have gone in with the Iron by stay at home and try to get more and more army out. Then the Monks can't really do a lot, but it's so easy to say here from an outsider's perspective. Now, I hope you enjoyed this summary, not going through the whole games, but giving you the most important information, I guess, and I'm going to do that one more time, I think. Hope you enjoyed this still. See you in the next games.